This is talking about mass fatality management plan. So whose bodies are they looking to manage? Let's see. Okay. This is just the first page and it's alarming already. Okay. I want to put that out there so that everyone can see that first. Just put it out there for a couple of seconds. You don't have to pan in or nothing. Just, okay? So that people can see exactly what I've just read off. All right. Okay, you had that? Okay. I want to show something here. Because this is very, and they advertising like this is some type of, you know, something that normal people go to. If there's any such thing. It says here, register now because space is limited. Boy, I have to get my money in immediately. I don't want to miss this. Register now because space is limited. So who are these people that can go to something like this? You know, like this is a place to frequent. Like this is something like, yeah, let's go to the conference. Like this is a car show or something. There's more. Your politicians are a part of it, okay? And this is let's make it clear, this is a dictatorship, all right? Congress, Senate, they can't do nothing. All the laws have been pushed through the Patriot Act that makes the presidency the dictatorship. Let's make that clear. So whoever controls the president controls everything. All right? So they don't have to worry about the senators and congressmen getting in the way. All right? So you think you can write your congressman, you can forget it. Here's another thing. Here's page 2. Okay? This is quite disturbing. Let me read this on page 2. And it's the prevention, preparedness, response, and recovery. Topics include mass fatality management plan, surveillance and data management, preparing community strategies, local partnership and participation, delivery of vaccines, and antiviral medication. So these are the workshops they're in. National pandemic influenza medical countermeasures. Socio-economic impact on hog swine industry. Benefit risk assessment. Public health, industry, and regulatory perspectives. Command, control, and management. How can you command the people, control the people, and manage the people is what they're saying here. Emergency response management. Business-based planning. School-based planning. Community-based planning. So what do they mean by school-based planning? Because if it's your child, it affects every family or every household in every community in the United States. Because common sense will tell you, if your child is in school, okay, all the children, who's not going to accept their children back home? So that's where they want to spread the pandemic, through the children. Let me go through this real quick. So I'm going straight to it, to one of the last sessions, concurrent breakdown session 10. Concurrent breakdown session 10. Now check this out. This is what they train your schools, administrators, okay? Your teachers, your principals, this is what they're training to do. Train teachers to screen for symptoms and know what to do when students or teachers fall ill. So if your child come into a school with a common cold, that's a symptom. I don't know. If I'm a teacher, okay, somebody sniff them. So instead of them telling you to go down to the nurse, which they'll probably do, okay, and calling the parent to come get their child and take them home and take them to a doctor, this is very disturbing. Train teachers to screen for symptoms and know what to do when students or teachers fall ill. The second bullet, transport ill students.
Wow.
Transport ill students. The third bullet, identify when to reduce or close down your school. The fourth bullet, effectively transform school facilities into shelters. Sixth bullet, continue learning through alternative routes like the web, telephone, mail, radio, and on TV. So now we understand why within the last 3 years they've been rolling out the homeschooling projects. And believe it or not, some of the people in the middle class and high class that could afford, you understand, to understand what's going on, they've been pulling their children out of school. And you have to be a homeschool person to understand it, because when you go on these social gatherings, it's the middle or the high class children with your children. Okay, they haven't been promoting homeschool to the poor. The last bullet, communicate effectively with staff, parents, and students. So first of all, where are you transporting ill students? Into these intermittent camps, which are called concentration camps. They're being processed to prepare for an influenza outbreak. So here's the issue though. They can take your child, okay? Because your child was dealing with some sort of symptoms. Now we know flu symptoms is no different than common cold symptoms. They can transport your child and treat your child without your permission. Yes. Without your permission. And then, you know what they can do? They can shoot your child as part of treatment with the disease. Yes. That's what this is all about. Then after your child is shot, they gave your child the disease.
Right.
They'll look in the database and see exactly where the child lived to understand that this particular pandemic, that they can actually publicize to the public and say, well, you know what? We know where the pandemic is. So they can quarantine the child's house now. So you're going to pick up your child or think that you're getting your child out of quarantine or out of these, what they call shelters or places that they can transport ill students, and you are just as much a threat as your child to the community. So they'll say you go to the glass or the bar or the gate or wherever they have your child and say, listen, I need my child. And they'll say, well, come on in and let's talk about your child. And they'll say, well, listen, we have a problem. Your child has the swine flu, and because of that, you have a problem too, because we don't know if it was spread to you. So we need you to make a phone call. We're going to get some people to your house, and we're going to bring you all here and treat you, because you might have the flu. We don't know. So we're going to treat you with an antiviral just in case. So now they're giving the family the same thing they just gave the child. And this cocktail of swine flu, let me tell you folks, there is no pandemic. That's a bold-faced lie. There's no one you know anywhere that have the swine flu. Okay? This is a engineered, manufactured way of getting the people to take the concoction that they have in the syringe. All right? In this syringe is a deadly virus that was put together in a laboratory, okay? It's already, Baxter and all the other companies that are behind this wicked and evil concoction have already signed into legislation, have already made an agreement with the government that they cannot be sued for any side effects of the swine flu vaccine.
Wow.
Knowing that when it was rolled out in 1976, that so many people were falling victim. More people died of the vaccines than the swine flu itself. That's number one. Number two, Okay? The people started suing the pharmaceutical companies that rolled this garbage out.